Hello, I'm BXToyCat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about far future features for Minecraft, and this is something I'm talking about because I really love to know what's coming in the next update, whether it be for the consoles where we're getting new host features and all these new 1.8 features, or whether it be for the PC where it seems like every week we get a brand new combat update feature announcement. I really love to know what's coming in the next big update, and since I make videos on it, I know a lot of you guys do too, because a lot of people really enjoy those videos. And something that you might not know, you might know what's coming in the next update, but you might not know the general future of the game. You might not know features that aren't coming in the next update but are planned for the future that will kind of, change the game in quite a serious way. So here are quite a few features that have been planned to add to the game for quite some time now, and that we won't see next update necessarily, but we will see at some point in the future. So please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like this sort of thing. And let's get straight into this one, shall we? So let's get started with the first one. And by the way, these all mainly come from Dinnerbone. He's kind of the biggest developer right now, besides Jeb maybe. He tweets out a lot. He's given us most of the hints, and over time he's said a lot of things, and it's confirmed that at some point he's going to be bringing out a lot of features. And the first one is perhaps the most famous or infamous of all the features which are coming at some point to the console, and that is the Red Dragon. So this was actually initially revealed by Notch, because they said when he added the Ender Dragon that he would also add a red tameable dragon at some point in the future. And later on, Jeb, after Notch had left, Jeb confirmed that he wasn't sure on how he would do it, and then Dinnerbone later said that one day there will be red dragons in Minecraft, one day, just not right now. And that was in December of 2013. So it has been quite a while since then, and that does mean that it's one of the more likely features to be coming in this next update, or it could be coming at some point in the future. But yeah, a red tameable dragon, it's of course a big undertaking, you have to balance it quite well, but it is one of the features they've said is coming in the far future, and I think it's perhaps the coolest one of all of them. But let's move on to other ones that aren't, quite as well known perhaps. So the next feature I'd like to talk about is seasons, and this is something that was mentioned during Minecon of 2013, or still was the most recent Minecon, because they didn't do one in 2014, because Dinnerbone mentioned that he was going to be playing around with seasons, varying the day and night according to the season. And this is a really cool idea, because it means that, instead of the game just being day, night, then there's day, night with this underlying season change. And right now, if you don't know, the day is actually longer than the night, like 12 minutes to 8. Maybe during the bigger, the heat of the summer, it could be like a 4-minute night to a 60-minute day. And there could be lots of, cool things like you want to stay out more in the summer. When it's winter, you go mining more. I think it'd be really cool, because it'd add more of a, a more permanent, knowing when stuff is, rather than right now, all it is, you just, all it is day, night, and it's kind of a little bit dull. I think seasons changed that a lot. One of the things that he said at Minecon 2013 that he'd like to kind of change using it is that what you could do is you could change the color of tree leaves, and also, make it tied to the real time and real world. So you can make it so seasons are a lot slower and kind of affected by the real world. I think that second part's very interesting, but could perhaps be very dull if, the winter's so bad and it's just well, I can't play Minecraft for 3 months because I don't want to deal with, 16-minute nights. So, obviously they'd have to balance the whole thing, but having, seasons which change the color of leaves and change the length of day and night is something they've hinted they want to add, and it's one of those big, grand features that I think, I think it'd be really cool to add. So, next up, we're going to move on to another tree-based one. So, as well as having the trees potentially change their leaf colors during the seasons, one thing to do with changing colors of trees would be dyed planks. So, this is one that was tweeted out a long time ago, back when he was still, back when Dinnerbone was still working on the stained clay. Because if you don't know, since, in the last couple updates, we've had stained clay, which we have on consoles, and there's stained glass on PC, and the next one was going to be dyed or stained planks. So, this is the picture that he tweeted out so far of it, and as you can see, it works exactly like the, the stained, clay or whatever, where you can just change the color off the thing to fix it, and it looks really, really cool. As you can see here, purple planks, blue planks, black planks. Honestly, to be fair, we do have some of these colors through the different trees, but it would be really cool to have a wooden texture, but to have it blue, so you could fit in even more building stuff. I think for builders, this is particularly great. For me personally, I'd use it a few times, but I think this is a really cool builder feature. Maybe this could be a creative exclusive thing, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is a cool feature that will probably come at some point, maybe when, people get that itch to have some more stuff to build with. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, and this is another mob, and perhaps the coolest feature you might think, and it's one of the ones that I pray for every time something is announced, and that is Pandas. So, again, this sounds kind of like a joke, but a while back, way back when Dinnerbone was new to working at Mojang, he tweeted out saying, in response to someone who said, if you could code any mobs in the game, what would it be? He responded to that by saying Pandas. I already tried playing with them, but I need to get used to skinning and animating things, because of course it was new, and of course, you might think that's a one-off joke thing, but then he didn't ask me anything on Reddit, where people can ask him any question and he can respond to them, and someone said in the Ask Me Anything, if you could add one feature to Minecraft without the hassle of coding or modeling, just anything, you wouldn't need anyone's everyone's permission, what would you do? Also, what's your favorite mod? And then he says in response, Pandas, and I don't have a favorite mod. But yeah, he does say Pandas, and this was just a single year ago. So this is very, very exciting too when you combine that with the thing, because it means he really does want to have Pandas in the game. He really believes in Pandas, and at some point, you know, maybe he still needs to get his coding skills up. We will see Pandas coming to the game, and that's going to be the coolest one. Like that mob, I think, because I can't really think of any use for it besides maybe if it's like a panda warrior you can tame or something. But I just think it's such a cool idea because it's just one of those wacky, like, let's have pandas in Minecraft things. So I entirely love that one. Anyway, moving on from that. One thing that we've also had that is perhaps one of the coolest if you're a PvPer or just, you know, you like factions, that sort of stuff, is that Dinnerbone has once said that he would like to add weapons and tools that are not able to be crafted but can only be attained through, you know, the treasure methods, like with a saddle. And, you know, this is kind of annoying at first, but if you don't make them better than, you know, stuff, you make them different, then you could do some cool stuff. So, for instance, you know, the examples he's given is bows with faster drawback, boots that can increase health, or night vision helmets, all three of which he's mentioned himself. But, you know, before he can do that, the attribute system must be finished first, which, by the way, is something we know is coming, perhaps in the next update, where they're gonna make it so that any item can have any attribute attack to it. So right now, you can slow people down with boots using modding, but you can't properly do it in the real game. So it's gonna be like, you can have boots which have more armor but make you go slower, for instance, or you can have boots which give you less armor for more speed, or more health but no armor. You can do, you know, cool stuff like that using armor, using the attribute system. And one of the things that will be used with it is for rare, you know, weapons which you can only find through the world. So I think this would be really cool for, like, you know, PvP based stuff, because it wouldn't mean it's diamond on diamond. It'd mean that if you can find a rare weapon, like you get the really cool sword which, you know, it hits half as slow but does 3 times as much damage, then that would be perhaps a really cool advantage. Or if you get, you know, double as fast but half the damage, you could do some cool stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to, you know, the combat update feels like the time this would be coming, and I think this is perhaps the most soon coming of all of these, perhaps besides the Red Dragon, which we still don't really know too much about. Anyway, just to show you one more before we go away here. The spike block is a very small one, but they did mention it back when they were adding pistons to the game, that they wanted to add a spike piston or a spike block to the game. Of course, they were later changed with the sticky piston, but it is still something that they said they want to put in the game, and I think this would be really cool to make traps with. But yeah, they haven't really said anything since 2012, so this is the least likely, but the quiver came back after 5 years, so maybe in 2017 we'll see the spike block coming into Minecraft. Anyway, yeah, just in case you don't enjoy all of these features and you're still like, you know what, I've watched the whole video, Toy Cat, but I'm not really excited for anything, then what I will tell you is I will tell you that we have here 3 Minecraft developers confirming Minecraft Pizza. So Dinnerbone tweets out saying, although a Minecraft Pizza would be pretty damn good, someone get on that, thanks. And both Notch and Christopher Jailbring, who is another developer, all confirm that it's coming. So if you're looking forward to pizza, that's great too. But either way, I hope you did enjoy this video talking about far future features for Minecraft. Let me know if you did like it. There are a few more that were hinted by Notch way back, which are less likely to come, but I can make a video on them if you'd like me to. Let me know in the comments down below. But like it if you did like it, share it if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I'm really personally looking forward to the panda, and perhaps the rare tools and weapons. Let me know what your favourite feature of the ones that are coming in the far future are, though. I'm really curious to hear. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.